Shows that make you laugh. Shows that make you think. Music that moves you. It could only be one place. Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Welcome to Spirit Speaks with James Van Praagh, a pioneer of his time and one of the world's most celebrated and respected mediums of our time. Please welcome spiritual teacher James Van Praagh on Universal Broadcasting Network.
Hello everyone. Hello John William.
Hello James, welcome back. So good to have you back and happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
Looking all new and shiny.
New and shiny. Not bad. So, yes, last week I was going to do the show. I was all set, but then, Mercury retrograde started the 26th. We're going to talk about that tonight.
Ooh, it's been a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
So right before a Mercury retrograde, sometimes I'll feel it, even like a full moon, before that phase starts, I'll start feeling it really sensitive. And it was so interesting when you have Mercury retrogrades. It changes things dynamically and amazingly very quickly. And I was set to do the show, and all of a sudden I got this neck twinge thing and had a nerve pinched in the back and went up to the head and was like, okay. So I had to go to the doctor, and she gave me pain medication for it and some other things and massage I had to do. And I was like, I'm in no condition to do the show. It wouldn't be fair to people. So that's why I called you at the last minute.
Well, I'm glad you got a massage out of it. That's probably the spirit's way of intervening and saying, slow down.
Yes, it's true. And
you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been go with teaching classes and finishing books and getting things together for the school. So it's it's been crazy.
Excited about it.
Yeah,
really excited.
So, as you said, John, there's been some very crazy energy when Mercury retrograde, and today is the day it's hitting the most because it also was the eclipse yesterday.
Yes.
So you know more about this than I do.
Well, we talk with Kelly White, so we on Dr. Shirley and Kelly White show. Yeah, we talk about what's going on and with the astrology and just how it's affecting people. And this eclipse is a powerful one. I've been referring to it, and she is as sort of a spiritual upgrade. Like we're having an operating upgrade, like our operating system is upgrading.
It's really, really true.
Yeah.
I was just checking out for the show. There's two great websites which I looked at, and one is called Austin AUSTIN COPPOCK.com. And Austin talks really great about this is a Mercury retrograde of the dragon. And I thought I would just share that with people because it's pretty cool. This week's dramatic celestial action sets the stage for September. It begins with Venus entrance into Libra on Monday, which was this past Monday. Today's Thursday, which is followed by Mercury retrograde in Virgo Tuesday, so 2 days ago, and in Virgo. So Mercury rules Virgo, so that's in a second. Then early Thursday morning, which is today, the solar eclipse opens wide its mouth. Stepping through it, we enter a tunnel which burrows beneath the soil and stone of September, and from which all not emerge, the month's almost gone. So it's go, and it's intense, and you'll be trying to do something, and all of a sudden things change. I was going to the store today, and I forgot where I knew where I was going, but I got lost, and I went to the store. It was like, wait a minute. So it is. It's universe. The universe is where they say stop. Yeah. I often think that Mercury retrogrades are pause buttons.
They are. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Pause buttons. And Mercury retrograde. Mercury is a planet that rules communication. So all communication, we have parts speaking to another, whether it's human beings, car parts, machinery parts, computer parts, anything that's speaking to each other, communicating gets affected.
Yes.
So everybody having electronic problems and computer problems and stuff with your phone, electricity, it's Mercury retrograde. It really is. It's pretty wild when you see it. The other website, which is incredible too, is moonlinks.net. And moonlinks.net, Mercury retrograde, August 30th through September 21st. One of the things it says is, on one hand, the general indications of Mercury retrograde apply across the board, but on the other, the energy influences of every Mercury retrograde cycle are very specific specific to you. And this one, especially because we have so much going on celestially right now. Emergencies expected. Mercury retrograde is definitely not the time to start a new relationship, a new job, or a new long-term project. And also, never sign contracts, never get involved with something new. So whenever you have a retrograde, think of the RE connection. So I made a list before the show here of the RE. So during a Mercury retrograde, it's the universe's way of saying stop, pause, and RE. It's time to rest, time to restart, time to retry, time to renew, relax, review, and record everything with an RE, and just give yourself time to let things drop off and just relax. This particular Mercury retrograde is very, very good for dropping the old things that are not serving you anymore.
Yes.
And also because of the eclipse and because of all these other planetary influences. So this particular Mercury retrograde is a good time, because it rules communication, to let go of the old that does not serve you and bring in the new. Look forward, like visualization of the way you want your future, changes in your life, new jobs, new opportunities, new relationships. Now is a good time to plant the seeds for those things to happen.
100% agree. I love that re. I mean, that's really important.
Re.
Yeah, right?
So a retrograde doesn't mean you have to be like, oh my gosh, it's a retrograde. No, it's just a pause button, and it's a good time to assess things. Now, because it's a Mercury retrograde in Virgo, which I'm a Virgo, and because Mercury rules Virgo is the sign which is all about criticism. So you could be a little extra self-critical, critical of others. You got to be very careful you don't tear yourselves down, because now Virgo can be very analytical, very detached. But it's also a very good time to get things done, like writing, editing, find things, to tune things in, tune into things, finish things up. It's a really good time for detail work. Anything with details that you're finishing off, great time. And everyone that's watching this, just ride it out. Take a deep breath, because when you're getting to that energy and that flow, it's like this Austin Kupik says, it's the dragon Mercury retrograde. So right now, this day, we're in kind of the belly of the dragon. So just breathe. It's like it says, just take a few deep breaths and breathe. Don't let your head get crazy. Mercury is communication. It can get your head going wild and spinning out of control.
Yeah.
So you just want to stop and relax. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and the eclipse was emphasizing that too. It's just be gentle with yourself, and that there's a lot of changes happening, and it's just they're going to be improvements, but they're going to be subtle.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So we have to remember that, yesterday was different. Today's different. Tomorrow's different. We're not the same as we were yesterday. So every day cells die, new cells are created in the body, new things happen. We have new experiences. And this is a time where you can learn from the old. Assess what you've learned from old relationships, old situations, old scenarios. Renewal. Renewal.
Yes.
Time for renewal.
Renewal, revisit. I mean, because you have a lot of people coming in from your past during a Mercury retrograde. People that you haven't spoke to in a very long time. They just pop their head in. They give you a call. You get a text message. You get an email, and you're just like, "Wow, I haven't heard from you in so long." You're like, "Look at the clown alert. It's Mercury retrograde." No wonder.
And it's reevaluate too.
Yeah.
So it's reevaluate. Yeah. So there might be relationships in your life now that you have to reevaluate them. And like you said, there might be the old soul patterns that pop up during this time. So it's a good time for things to look at things and don't say, oh, this is bad, this is good. Just be in that state of objectivity. Just like, okay, what's going on here? What am I learning? What is it about? It's a great time for discovery and exploring also.
Well, we've got plenty of calls. Do you want to jump in?
So, I want to jump in. I just want to people who just do this, I just want to, because I think it's important that everybody knows that if you call in here, or if you're even listening at a later time and you're not live, it's important that everybody realizes that working as a medium, and I can't emphasize this enough, that I might be getting a message for one particular person. And John, you're going to pick the people. So you're probably being influenced by the spirit world, the intelligence of the spirit world, to pick a certain person on the list who would be helpful to every other person that's calling in. So even though I'm reading one person and that one spirit, I want everybody who's watching this or listening to this to listen to the messages. Those messages will be pliable to your life as well, or applicable to your life.
Yeah, I have seen many times, to go back and reading the comments after the show, that they're saying, Well, that sounds like me. That sounds like, are you talking about me, James? Are you sure? Like they are really feeling that you're reading them, even though you have another person on the phone. So I'm blown away by that, how often that happens.
And I really say, obviously, the greater intelligence of the spirit world, the guides, the
Yes.
teachers, the inspirers on the other side of life or influencing me, they bring many spirits together, and they could be the same person in that they pass the same way, or their loved one could have the same tattoo or a scar in the same place. It's very similar. It's crazy sometimes how close it is.
It's like a multi-dimensional orchestra.
Exactly right. Great way to describe it. So that's important to know. So everyone that's listening and watching, get something out of this. Listen to it. Don't be such a. And when you get a response, it's going to be yes, no, or I don't know.
All right.
Please don't sit there going because we're working with energy and it's got to be quick. Because they're quick. Okay. So let's jump on in. They can ask questions or.
Already 1,000 calls holding, James. Wow, so let's jump in and see here. All right. So let's look at our first caller. It looks like her name is Sandy from 804. Hi, Sandy.
Our first caller.
Hi.
Her name is Sandy from 804. Hi.
Sandy,
how are you?
All right. If you have us on speakerphone, could you put us on regular phone? And thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm also hearing us in the background. Thank you. Listen through the phone. That's okay. Thanks.
The age of technology.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to help James because it helps him focus.
Yeah.
Doing, Sandy?
Happy birthday, James.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Sandy's from Virginia. Where are you from? Virginia or?
Virginia, Richmond, Virginia.
Hi, Sandy. I know Sandy. Sandy's a student of mine.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Everywhere I go and tell everyone to sign up.
Yes, Sandy's been a real promoter of my school, so thank you, Sandy. I really, really appreciate that. How are you doing with your mediumship?
It is awesome. Awesome. And just, it's not even mediumship. It's just the world that's opening up to me.
Yeah.
And the people that I'm reading, it helps me, then it helps, I think, even more than them.
You're right, Sandy. Well, Sandy, and I love Sandy. God bless Sandy. Sandy, you find when you work with mediumship, that's just the doorway. As you know, you open yourself up to a whole new world and expanding your soul, expanding your awareness, expanding your perceptions. And that's really what it's doing. The mediumship might have gotten you through the door, but you're now expanding in so many ways. And your light, your energy is going to help every other person that you come in contact with. You know that.
It's been wonderful. It's been a journey, and it's been the people that are bringing in, and people that you have brought in even from the show have now contacted me, some of them.
It's great.
In some weird way, we have been friends through the internet or something. And it's
you're on my Facebook page.
Okay, you're that Sandy.
Sandy's my Facebook person. Hello.
Oh,
good.
Cool.
You have a particular question, Sandy? A specific question?
Yes, my birthday is the 19th.
Happy birthday.
I was wondering, thank you. I was wondering about the energy about that. You were explaining everything about the Virgo. It was wonderful because you started doing that at your opening about Virgos and how we are. I was just wondering if you could pick up anything on me because I read for everybody else.
I already have. So 2 things. I'm picking up writing. So I think you must have started something about 2 or 3 months ago, some writing, thought maybe to be a book or maybe it's a blog, but you started writing something. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, kind of with the writing with 3 books. Actually taking your classes and your medium stuff and your meditation. The number 3 has come up. 3 books.
3
Enduring Virtue.
3 books, but what I want you to do, Sandy, I want you to just cut down to 1 book for right now on the 17th of September.
I'm just not even realizing that.
Okay, on the 17th of September, I want you to sit down and reread one of those books, the one that sticks out the most. And I want you to start then putting yourself in that light trancey feeling and then start rewriting that, okay? I think it'll do really, really great.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello?
I think it'll do really, really great. And also I want to tell you that there's something coming in with it sounds really weird, but I don't know if you have any property or real estate or there's going to be a change like owning something like that. But there's an opportunity coming up like in October for that.
Okay. Yes. There's just a storyboard that you made me do in one of my classes and a beach house.
Perfect.
The Outer Banks is on there. And it keeps on coming up and everybody keeps on saying
October, like the first or second week in October, there's a change in that real estate, and I like it. It's almost like you're going to get what you put in for there. So it's coming out. So good to talk to you again, honey. Happy birthday.
Oh, love you.
Love you.
Oh,
bye,
thank
honey.
you. Thank you, John. Bye-bye. Bless you.
Oh, that's great. So she's moving to the beach house.
Yes, and a student of mine from the school, my JVP school. She's regular, so it's great.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so let's go to line number 9. It looks like Andrea from 309 is on the line. Andrea.
Hi, this is me.
Hi, you're on the line with James. Do you have a question for him?
Sure do.
Okay.
He's on the line.
Andrew, you can say it any time you'd like.
Hi, James. This is Andrea. I was wondering if you had any message from above for me tonight.
So what I'm going to say to everybody that calls in, because of radio, because this is very quick, if you could think of the person before you even talk here, that would help them to come in quickly and then help me focus.
Right.
So is there someone specific, Amber, you would want me to try to contact?
My grandpa Larry.
Okay. Did Larry have a problem with a leg, please?
No, he did not.
Okay. What was the problem with either blood sugar or So I get a man here. I feel I want to say something. I don't know if I couldn't walk to the end, but I feel like my right leg, there feels like there's something's not right with the right leg. I'm sorry. And I feel like there's something about, I'm not sure diabetes runs in this family, but I know there's something with the history of diabetes or a lineage of diabetes in the family. Does that make sense to you at all?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I know that I'm right with this as far as tuning into this energy. So I would definitely want you to find out about his leg or his foot toward the last part of his life. And I just got to tell you that, okay? It's the right leg, okay? I want to tell you that he's a very handsome man. I feel like my jaw is longer. I'm longer in the face. I have a part in my hair putting over. I think that at one time there could have been a trial of a beard or at the end with a stubble or something here. But he's a very handsome fellow. That. And I want to say 1947 is in my mind here. So I know 1947 is significant, but I got to tell you that. Okay. I also want to ask you, isn't his wife with him?
Nope. She's still here.
She's still, is she with you? Or are you close by in her where she lives?
Yep. Very close.
Okay. I just got to say to you, and December is significant as well. And there's also a problem with either he's giving me in my mind something with her eye. I'm not sure if there's a cataract or there's some issue with an eye of hers, but that's something to be looked at, he says. So I don't know if you know about this, but you'd have to ask. Maybe ask your mom, but that's something to look at. Nothing bad, but it's just he's giving me this. December is significant. So he's telling me that. And one more thing, and then I'm gonna leave this with you. He brings her a box of candies. A box, like a Valentine box of candies. And that's what he wants to give her. I want you to know that he remembers you sitting at the back steps of the house, back steps, when you were a little girl. Okay? And that's the picture he shows me. So that's what we get, my love. Okay, Andrea, have his love, and please give love to your grandma from him. Thanks, sweetheart. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, Andrea. All right, so let's go to Barbara at 781. Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you?
I'd like to contact my mother,
What's her name?
Pauline.
Oh, I don't know. I can't hear.
Can you repeat that again, please? Sorry.
Pauline?
Pauline. Okay. Are you there with other people in the room?
No.
Oh, you're not. Okay. Do you have a sister?
Yes.
Okay. When your mother comes, and I also want to say, someone had a condition of the body, like a cancerous condition or something that brings the energy down.
Yes, my mother.
Okay, because my energy is brought down, and I feel like the energy it's just brought down. And I'm going to tell you something.
And that's me.
Yeah, and I just get really emotional. She comes in, and I got to tell you, she's bent down too. She's going, I'm feeling down. She's telling, I was tired. I felt fatigued. I had headaches. I had my chest. I couldn't breathe. This whole area here in the chest and the beginning of the stomach gets affected. I feel like I can't eat at one point, or I have trouble with digestion. You remember when that happened?
Yes.
Okay. And as she comes here, she says, sitting on the beds, you must have sitting at the bottom of the bed, at the foot of the bed. She brings in a memory of you sitting at the bottom of the bed. And I know that. I want to talk about a stuffed animal of some kind. And I'm not sure if you still have this stuffed animal of some, like No? You don't know what that means?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have a little girl?
Not little.
Oh, how old is your girl?
I have 2 girls.
So,
27 and 3.
throw this at you. Would you please find out if one of them either looked at a stuffed animal, went to the store, bought one, has one sitting on a shelf, because your mother wants me to talk about that animal and she's been affecting it in some way. So I'm sorry that she gives me that image of this animal, the stuff I'm thinking it's a bear. It's interesting. Let's keep that. I want to talk about having mother's watch. So she said someone has their watch. Is that you, Barbara?
No, I don't.
Who has the watch?
I don't.
Your sister might have it.
She could.
She does. She does. I know that your mother wants me to say to you, please let bygones be bygones. And that's how she's putting it. Let bygones be bygones. And there's a lot of anger here. Okay. And I'm not sure, Barbara, if that's you and your other family members, your siblings, but I need to present that from your mom.
My sister? Mm-hmm.
You're having a problem there, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So your mom wants me to open that space up for you. And it's really interesting, Barbara. So everyone that's looking at this, watching this show and listening, it happens day after day when I do these readings. Spirit people always say, if you can please forgive and take the high road, because if you hold on to anger and upsetment and resentment, it blocks the energy and it affects every other aspect of our lives. So when we can open up that space and listen, you can say, you don't have to agree with what your sister does. You don't have to agree with other people in your life, but you can forgive her and then step back. Doesn't mean you have to be the doormat, right?
Right, correct.
Your mother's learning. Your mother must have had headaches a lot too.
I did.
You had the headaches. One after the other. Was it migraines or what was going on with the headaches?
Migraines.
Oh, God. And I think at one point you must have tried either herbal or alternative therapy to help with the headaches.
I'm actually trying it now for something else.
Wow.
Okay. Are you putting something under the tongue or putting a patch? No. What are you putting a patch on or something with the tongue she's talking about, your mom? So I don't know if it's homeopathy or if you're going to find that there's something you're going to put under the tongue, but your mother's giving me this feeling of doing something under the tongue. So let me leave that with you. That's what I get. I want to talk about your mother being moved around before she passes over. I don't know if you were not in some way allowed to see your mom or you weren't able to see your mom before you passed. Does that make a sense at all?
I was very close to my mother, but there was a short period of time where I didn't see her, yes.
Oh, okay. So what I'm saying to you is I don't know if you were held back from seeing her or someone wouldn't let you see her or if you were geographically unable to, but she wants me to tell you this. Please don't let that upset you. Don't think about that. I have you now and always. She's very, very much involved with the clock. So watch your clock, either stopping or weirdness with a clock.
Okay.
All right? And one more thing, then I'm going to move on. I know you must have a laundromat, like a washer and a dryer at your house, correct?
No.
Where is it?
It's in another building.
Okay. Didn't you recently go and do the wash, or you had to go and do the wash, or there was something about doing the laundry?
No.
I thought about it, and I didn't do it. I was going to do it, but I didn't do it.
No.
No? When's the last time you did the wash?
I have someone do it for me.
When did they last do it?
It came back yesterday.
Right. And when you looked through the laundry, was there any problem with missing a sock or missing something?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what I get. All right, Barbara. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you so much, James.
You're welcome. I know that the mother shows me a sock, so I know that one was not there. So sometimes a person doesn't have an awareness of it, but the spirit does.
Yeah, that's what's really interesting because that's got to be challenging.
And then they call up later, and go, "Oh my God, it's only one sock." You were right. So I got to go with what I hear.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You're the messenger, right?
Yeah,
you're
just
the messenger. Yeah.
And I don't know how to interpret things, but I'm telling you, when I hear it, I've done so long enough, when I know that the sweet spot we call it. So it's always easier communicating with the dead than the living.
Well, you were right on about a lot of things with the physical health, with the what went through your, or how did she communicate sort of a headache and all that kind kind of stuff.
came through
Is it
to
a
me.
feeling or is it an image or how does it work, James?
It's interesting, John. It's a little bit of everything. So it's
Okay.
a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sensation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel tired. I feel this overall, I guess, like a shadow
Yeah.
and coming over to me. And it's a mindset. And it's just this,
Yeah.
that's the feeling it is. It's hard to describe, but that's close to the feeling.
Uh-huh.
And there are some spirits that communicate really, really well
Uh-huh.
that sensation, and others have a hard time. Just like in the human world, with the human people, living
Sure.
people, it's hard for them sometimes to understand, or sometimes they're really great receivers. I often say to people that are receiving messages, be open to everything that happens because you might want to hear from one person, but someone else shows up because that's how it works.
Yeah, because it was interesting because it was as if she was referring to herself, and then she goes, "No, that's me," meaning the spirit was referring to. You felt it was the spirit was referring to her, but it was actually referring to the daughter.
Yes, and I'll tell you something about the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
I know that someone put a stuffed animal under the mother's arm when she was in a hospital bed. And I know that someone still has that stuffed animal. I think it was a bear, but I know it was something she was referring to that they put next to me on the right side. So we have to wait and see, but that's it.
Well, interesting. Well, let's talk a little bit about your school.
Yes, my school.
So I know that you have the course, The Day in the Spirit World, and I know that's going. A lot of people are doing that course. Could you talk a little more about that? And while you do,
Sure.
I'm going to scroll pages from the school about that course.
Well, the Day in the Spirit World came to me about 3 months ago, 3 months ago, maybe it was. And I was really sitting in meditation, and my guides came through. And this is really interesting because they came through me, but like 2 or 3 of them stood in front of me, and they said, "We're going to take you to the spirit world for your school." I'm like, "What does that mean?" And I've always known for the past, just go with it. And they showed me in segmentation. I guess that was the word they gave me, segmentation.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
What does that mean?
Sure.
They said,
Pieces, right?
Pieces. We're going to have you take your students for the full day. It's a full day immersion for their souls. So it's taking them from the morning to the evening, and there's 4 segments. And the first segment was all about getting used to leaving the body, being aware of the perception changes. What is perception? Like when you close your eyes, what do you perceive? So there are different ways that you perceive the body, stepping out of the body consciously, and then bringing them on a journey. And then I bring them on a journey to, if you will, the spiritual realm, the world's around, the invisible world. And they go and they meet a loved one, and I bring them to this journey to meet a loved one. There are some symbols along the way. They drink this wonderful goblet, and they have to pay attention to what's in the front of the goblet because that represents their soul, an aspect of their soul. They meet their loved one. They send it a thought of who they want to meet. The loved one, they perceive their loved one on a certain garden that they create. And then, this is really trippy, the loved one, and I didn't know how this was happening. I let Spirit guide this whole thing. Then they brought them to a house or a room with all these different rooms in it. And then throughout these rooms, you'll see loved ones who have passed in the colors of their soul.
Wow. Colors
And then
of the soul.
they're going on a realm, like you're going through realms. And one of the exercises is for you to go to a realm and find there are very many realms in the spirit world, many, many levels. And you go to a certain realm and you have to pick out a soul there, find a soul that you gravitate to, who you need to help. So in your mind, and you might be aware of this person needing this helping them and saying something that would calm their nerves or whatever the situation would be. And it's something you give to them and see how they change. It's just like I do here with the living, with giving messages. So it's really cool. So it's called The Day in the Spirit World. And I'm really proud of it. And it's good. It's great. So it's in my school, the James and Praagh School of Mystical Arts. And it's great. Great experience.
Yes, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. So is it through the power of meditation or guided meditation that they have this experience?
It's a guided journey. So it's through my voice, and I have them gently close their eyes, and I bring them to a meditative state. And then it's really a state of, I want to say, John, perception.
Okay.
The different levels of awareness,
Okay.
different levels of consciousness, the different brainwave states, if you will. And that really, when someone is able to relax and just let their mind take them, they really can have experiences. And 35 years of doing this work with past life regression or with soul communication or mind journeys, it works really well. And when someone can surrender to that, they have incredible experiences. And people can go to my Facebook page on the school Facebook page to see people's experiences that they've had. They're all written there.
Nice. Now, I know you have a lot of audio courses too. A Day in the Spirit World, Enhancing Your Intuition, The Highly Sensitive Survival Guide, Life After Loss, Mastering Meditation.
28 Days of Transformation is very, very popular. That's a really cool one. And, I do these things, John, and I kind of forget sometimes.
Yeah.
And so about to read a book, so I was like, I took a 28 Day of Transformation and my life has changed. So that one has been really cool. The 28 Day of Transformation, the person has to be consistent, though, and give themselves every day, they have to give themselves about an hour and really give themselves just the time to work with themselves.
Okay.
It's not a course you can take one day, then 2 days later. It's consistent every single day. So out of all my courses, that's the one you have to really just take every day and give yourself that time. And it's important also in life that we do that. If we have to show up, we have to show up. We're in such a fast technology and social media and things happening so quickly that we forget to stop and take time. Here we are in the Mercury retrograde. Rest.
It's
recover,
time to rest. Yeah.
renew. So give yourself extra time, especially as Mercury retrograde, extra time to do things, extra time. Don't rush. And in life, try to put some time aside to just be with yourself.
Excellent advice. All right. It looks like Pamela, let's switch it up a little bit and do some career guidance. It looks like Pamela's calling in for some career guidance here. 509. Hi, Pamela.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Pamela.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
How can I help you, my love?
My question is, I am looking for guidance on my career path. I want to seek a new direction, and I've always felt that there was something else I was meant to do.
Oh, Pamela, my love, there's a little bit of an interesting thing here. You have a hard time making up your mind, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Because as I tune into on a psychic level, so, psychic is different than mediumship. So psychic is sensing the energy, past, present, future, just sensing the energy. And through your voice, I sense that when it's almost like, come on, I want it. And then it comes closer and you push it away. I'm not worthy on some level, whether it's unconsciously you're doing, I'm not worthy. So I feel like there's been some opportunities that you've passed up. And I would say within the past 2 to 3 years, a couple of opportunities came your way. Does that make any sense?
No.
No?
No. No.
Okay. I see 2 or 3
I feel like I want to change directions in my career.
When's your birthday?
July 12th, 1965.
So you have a little bit of an issue with sensitivity as well.
Can be, yes.
So you have to get grounded. That's really important that you have a relationship with yourself first. I'm going to tell you something, and direction-wise is fine, but there's a really good, you have to remember your Cancer. Cancer is very domestic. Cancer is about the family. So any type of career that would revolve around a family situation, nurturing people, being sensitive to people, that's great. You have to pick a career which opens up the heart of somebody else, right? But you can only do that when you first open up your own heart and you're willing to look at the past and really let go of stuff from the past, because there's a lot of stuff from your childhood that's still there. Does that make sense to you?
Not right off, but I will think about that.
Okay. Did you have a separation with your mother and father at all? So it's divorce or a separation or anything like that?
I've had a divorce.
You had a divorce. And what about
divorce.
Right. And what about separation? When you were a little girl in your family growing up, was there any sense of one of the adults was not there?
No.
No. Okay, then I'm wrong. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You're very, very soft. You're very, very sensitive. You're very cool, but you can also be a cold cucumber. Correct?
Sometimes.
Totally. It's who you are. Not good or bad. It's just who you are. It's a hard shell on the outside. Hard, you can be very hard and tough, but you're very soft and sweet in the inside. And sometimes I feel like you have to I'm going to tell you something, sweetheart, that I pick up, Pamela. There's something from the childhood that needs to be forgiven. Something from the childhood has been holding on, because I see something holding on there. And it almost feels like survival type of things. I got to ask, was there someone who had a drinking problem growing up with you around your family? Mother, father, any drinking at all? Anything with altered states around you?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to move on. Thanks, Pamela. I'm not getting anything. Sorry.
But that's okay. Is there any
Thanks,
messages?
honey.
Thanks, Pamela. All right, so let's move on to Jane here.
I know what I know.
I know it's Mercury, James. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on.
I don't think people want to admit certain things, but I know what I know.
There you go.
I know what I know. So
yeah, it's weird energy tonight. It's just weird energy. Yeah. It has been for the last few days.
Good.
All right, so let's get Jane in here. Jane from 415. Hi, you're on the air with James.
Hi.
Hi, Jane. How you doing?
Is this Haley? Actually, I think it's Haley. I'm sorry. Speaking of Mercury,
you
were saying James and it said
is.
Jane. Okay, I got it.
Hi,
I addressed James. Yes. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How are
I can't
you?
believe it. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so good to hear your voice. Hi.
Thank you.
My question is, I'm hoping to hear from my grandmother, Mary.
Mary.
We're very close, and she recently passed, and I miss her very dearly.
Well, first of all, I love you. I think you're great. I think your energy is fabulous. I think you're very, very open. I don't think you're closed. I think you're pretty open. And when someone's like open like that, lovely thing, you're open to the universe to really bestow wonderful gifts on you. I just have to say that, okay? And I just keep on seeing
thank
family
you,
around
yes.
you. I see daisies and flowers around you. And I'm going to tell you, your grandma, Mary, she's with a man over there. So I see she's with a gentleman over there that she's very close with, okay?
Yes.
So I think it might be your husband.
Yes.
I feel very close here. And I know that we're holding each other's
Yes.
hands and we're walking in gardens. And I know that your grandmother wants to smell the flowers. And she's smelling these roses. And she's giving you a bunch of roses. And I know that she wants me to talk about cooking when you were younger. So if we go back in time, it almost feels like she's cooking something, you're watching her, observing her, something with cooking. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Because that's a great memory that this lady really wants, that your Mary really wants me to convey to you. She wasn't a lady that really cares about money or prestige, any of that stuff. She's a really strong,
down to earth.
Down to earth heart person. She has a big heart. And I must ask if there's someone named Bob or Robert you'd understand that name, whether living or passed over. Like a Bob or a Robert.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll think about that. I'll write
know,
it down.
Okay, Haley. And would you know if there was a child that she had lost in a pregnancy or a baby that was lost in her life?
Not that she told me. I know that my dad was a surprise.
Okay.
But I don't know about anybody who.
I don't know if she had a brother that passed when he was a young boy, but I feel like there was so much she hadn't seen for many. Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is. Okay.
I'm gonna look up. I think maybe one of her brothers was named Robert.
That's what I'm getting, honey. That's what I feel so strong. She's giving me keys, and she's showing me these keys, and I'm asking her what they are. She said she'll be getting a new car. So I don't know if you got a new car or you want to get a new.
Oh, wow.
But she's giving me keys.
That would be nice.
Keys to a car. Because she said the one you're driving now, she said you can't drive that around anymore.
That's hilarious. She's right.
And if I go. And honey, if I go to your car, if I go to the left side in the back of the car, would there be a little bit of a bump in a little bit of the back, a little dent or something in the back of it? On the side? That's it. Okay.
Yes.
She's showing me that. And she said, I'm going to get her that.
Makes a rickety noise.
Okay. So it's above
the left. Oh.
Yeah. It's above like the left rear tire. And she said,
okay.
And I'm also to tell you something. She's looking out for you. She's a guide of yours. She's a guide. I know you must have a book of hers.
Yeah.
Like a hardbound book of hers.
Many. Yeah.
I feel like I want to go there.
Yeah.
My mind is drawn to my office where the books are. And she showed me these books. And I know that one, oh, wow. I don't know if it's Ralph Waldo Emerson, but it's Ralph Waldo Emerson. And there's like some poetry books, some books on poems.
I'll look for it.
Yeah.
I'll look for it.
And I'm going to tell you that she loves gardens. She loves gardens. And she's saying to me, she's with you in the kitchen. She said, things aren't fully set up yet. Oh. So still in the works. And I don't know who's 22. Yeah.
I'm 21.
I'm 21.
I will turn 22 in February.
There you go. So when you're 22, things start moving for you, she said. And she goes, you believe me. Okay. She's saying, you believe me. And one more thing, then I'll move on. She has a magnifying glass. and she's looking through a magnifying glass, and I think she had one in the lifetime.
Okay. I know she sees everything, so that would also make sense to me too.
Symbolically too, but I think physically there must be a really this one magnifying glass in life. In the life, she must have had one. Whether she looked when she read her book, she used to use a magnifying glass. She's showing me this, so look for that, okay? But 22 things happen.
I will.
22 when you're 22. Okay, Lovey. Thanks, Haley.
Can I ask? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
John. Great.
Thank
Wow.
you so much, Haley. All right.
Thank you.
Woo. That was
Keep
a
on
powerful.
going. Keep
That was
on
a powerful
going.
read. We got Nora Lynn. It looks like, if this
Nora
is the
Lynn.
correct name, 818. Nora, hi. You're on the air with James.
Great. Thank you.
I hear voices. I hear voices.
You hear James in the background. Could you mute the
I'm
background?
watching. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh, you have me on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay. Can you turn that down, maybe, or oh, yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Yes, I can.
Great.
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So, do you have a question for James on?
I was just calling in for a general reading.
Okay.
When's your birthday, Nora?
January 8th, 1957.
Okay. Very good. I need to ask you about anything to do with real estate in your life. Have you thought about working in real estate, owning real estate at all?
No.
Because it's some real estate like opportunities. You're all about security. You're all about the future. You're all about making sure I have enough of things. You know?
Yes, you're right.
And,
You're exactly right.
And I know, Nora, that there would be either a room in your place that you live where you put things. Like, I'll save that for a rainy day. I'll put things in here, and I could, you understand what I mean? You like the save room.
Yes, I do. I put things in certain places. Yes.
And it's one room in particular, and I want to save things. It's almost like I'll use that in a rainy day. In the future, I might be able to use something in this room. So
That's what I do.
And I know that you must love containers of some kind, whether it's
I do. I do.
Containers, plastic containers and tin containers and boxes.
Yes.
I mean, seriously.
Yes.
You know, there's a store called the Container Store. You would be in heaven. You would be in heaven if you went to the Container Store. Seriously.
I'll have to go.
Oh, yeah, look it up. I mean, you'd love that. But you're all about everything has a place, everything has a purpose, and you're very, very good at that. I'm going to tell you, there's going to be real estate something in the future. I feel like something with real estate. Now, you're going to own real estate? I don't know, but I like opportunities with real estate. I also like opportunities with surprisingly getting like, it's so weird, like money dropping in a strange way. You go like, wow, how did I get that? You must have 2 checkbooks right now.
That's what's happening. That's what's happened for me in general in the past, and
it'll continue. I know you must have a grandfather that passed over. There's a man stepping in who I know would be a grandfather to you. Don't know if you did. I don't think you knew him. I'm not sure if you had a relationship with this man, but I know he feels like a grandfather, almost like on the father's side. I want to talk about someone also who has ties to another country, whether I'm in South America or Mexico or
yes.
Okay, because I feel like I'm
the only really yes.
Does that make sense? And I know that this person is coming from this area, and I know they speak Espanol, but I feel like a flavor and a love of life. I also want to tell you, so things are being looked out for you. Do not worry. Things are being looked out to you. Now, he also wants me to tell you, you're going to receive an invitation in the mail. There's an invitation in the mail. I'm not sure that's a wedding or it's a party, but they I should say, not just him, want you to go to this situation where this invitation comes. It's an invitation. You might get an email of the invitation, but you're going to receive an invitation. Very important that you go to that event.
Okay, I already have received an invitation in the mail.
Ooh.
And when is the event? It's coming up, isn't it?
It's a wedding in November 20th.
Bing, 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 bing. Great. I love that for you. I don't know why, but they're pushing you to go to that. I love that. Things will happen, and it's going to be really wild. Nora, wait till you see what happens. Just be open, and even forget I told you this. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Is it your? It's not. So I love that. I love that. So I'm going to leave you with that. Okay, Nora.
Thank you so much.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling in.
Thanks,
okay.
Nora.
Bye.
Bye.
I think we might have time for one more.
One more?
All right, so let's go here. Let's see. We have Lisa from 903. Lisa, hi, you're on the air with James.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, James. Hi.
Hi, darling. How can I help you?
Just seeing if you had any message for me for my husband, my deceased husband,
What's his name?
Don.
Okay, put your bag of chips down.
I don't have any chips. I have nothing.
What are you eating? You're not eating anything?
It's just very muffled on our end.
No,
hon.
I'm sitting in a chair.
Okay, there you go.
It's like chips.
Yeah.
So his name is Don?
Yes,
Okay. Do you have a shirt, please?
I have a lot of his shirts.
Okay, so he comes close to me and he said, you have his shirt. I know you have many pieces of his clothing, but I know in particular there's a shirt. I'm not sure it's a t-shirt, but there's some kind of a shirt he wants me to bring to your mind. He also talks about with the bed after he passes away. I'm moving in the bed, so I don't know if he moved to his side of the bed, but he's with you in the bed, okay?
Okay.
Do you ever smell his aftershave or a scent from him? Because he comes there all the time.
I have.
You have. Yep. I know
Yes,
you
I
have his photograph on the dresser, and if I'm in the bed, I can see his picture. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you
Yes,
have
I do.
Okay, because he wants me to shows that to me. I know there must be a son somewhere.
Yes, he has a son.
Okay, because I know that he wants to talk about his son down here, and things were not finished with his son. And can you please bring a love to him? Somehow call him if you can, or get in touch with him. And the son has got to be very careful because he goes without thinking. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yes.
jumps into things that he really needs to think more. Your husband Don is also taking responsibility for passing. He's taking responsibility in that something he did or something led to the passing. Does you understand that?
Yes, I do understand that.
Okay, perfect. So I know that he's taking responsibility for this, and I know that he wants to stop his son from doing something crazy. All right?
Okay.
And I'm sorry about his mother.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you didn't have a good relationship with his mom. So
That's true. Very
it's true.
true.
Very true. Because he talks about that. He's very sorry
I
to
never
get
did understand that.
and he really is holding your hand. He's kissing your hands, and he loves you more now than he's ever able to in the lifetime because he had a hard time with his dad when he was growing up, and he really wasn't taught properly about love or different aspects of love.
Yes.
And you must have been his second marriage, his second relationship.
Yes.
Okay, because that's what he's talking to me
was.
about, and you showed him that love, and he wants me to reassure you, you are an important part. He said what? He said she put a mark in my life, so you're a mark in his life. He's using the word mark, and he said you marked in his life, and I just get a lot of emotion here, and you're going to be with somebody again because he's making that happen. Just to let you know that. And can we just say that he's a guardian angel, and he's sorry, but yet he's here for you now. He's going to be here for you now. So I'll leave that. Okay, sweetheart.
Okay.
Thank you, Lisa. God bless, honey.
I appreciate you. You too. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
All right, James. We are coming to the close of the show, believe it or not.
John,
It
we
just
have some
flew
very
by
good
so
news for
quickly.
people, though, right? We have very good news for people.
We do. We have great news. Yes, that is the fact that we are extending the show. We're moving to Monday nights. Monday nights is going to be on Channel 3. This is starting on September 12th.
Yep.
So September 12th, we're going to be on Channel 3 here at ubnradio.com, and it's going to be an hour and a half to accommodate more content and more callers. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's been in the works for a while, and thank you so much for allowing that, James. We appreciate it. So the crowd is going wild. Yes. Now, speaking of next week, though, you are going to be in Dallas. Yes.
Texas. I'm doing a 3-day workshop and about 2 days of readings for people who want readings in Dallas. Come on down to Dallas, and I'll be there for 3 days. And that's next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I'm in Dallas. And yes, so we're gonna have somebody come in, but I will be around. I will check in if I can.
Of course. No, we really, really love the fact that you're moving to Mondays and that you're going to extend the show, because there are so many people who want to talk to you. The lines are just crazy. So,
And I'll go to Facebook right afterwards and continue, if I can do something for people. Remember, it's just, it's just me here. So
yes, no, but thank you so much for what you're doing for everybody. And be sure to check out his school, jvpschoolofmysticalarts.com. You got to see a lot of the courses that were scrolling throughout the program as he was speaking about them. So be sure to check them out, enroll in some of the courses, and get your meditation on.
Yay!
All right.
Enjoy your Mercury retrograde.
Oh, yes.
Slow down and then restart. Just pause and let yourself, don't get caught up with the energy. Just relax.
Yes.
Relax.
I'm taking that advice right now as we come to a close of the show.
Thanks,
Thank
John.
you, James.
Appreciate
Take care.
it. Bye.
Bye.